When I was a little kid, one of my greatest confidants and my first friends was my grandmother, Vera. She was a third grade teacher at Manchester Avenue Elementary for 30 years. Hello, in South LA. Let's go. Beloved by the community. And she was also my first real friend. She was somebody that always showed up for me in my life. I got bullied a lot as a kid. I was 7 years old the first time I was ever called a faggot and thrown in the trash. These guys in my class wanted this cute Laker bomber jacket that one of my aunts had given me. I didn't want to give them the jacket because my aunt had given me this jacket and it was so damn cute. But anyway, they took my jacket, they threw me in the trash, and they called me a faggot. I got bullied a lot from 2nd grade to 8th grade, mostly around how I showed up at school. I liked to hang with the girls. I liked to sing. I liked to dance. I didn't care who was watching. They would call me a faggot, a homo, girl, chase me around the playground. It was really tough, as you might imagine. It really impacted my view of myself, my feeling of worthiness. And there'd be many days where I would go to my grandmother's house because she lived across the street from me till I was about 8 years old. And I'd have my backpack and I'd be waiting for her to come home from school so that she could help me with my homework. And many days she would ask me, how was school today? And I would share with her that I was being bullied and the details around that because they did some crazy things. And one day she said, you know, Mel, I want to tell you something that my mom used to tell me. Sometimes you have to defend yourself within yourself because you are who you are and you know what you know. Sage, she was a smart, very intelligent woman. I think one of the most difficult things that we can all do in life is to defend ourselves within ourselves. At the same time, it is the most important thing that we can do in life, to defend ourselves within ourselves. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes it could be like the Wild Wild West. That residual trauma of being a kid that got bullied still is present and still is there. And there are times in which I am triggered. And I can imagine for all of you, with the traumatic moments in your life, there's times in which we all get triggered. And it is so valuable and so important to take a moment and to pause and to defend ourselves within ourselves because we are who we are and we know what we know. You are who you are and you know what you know. You just got to trust and believe that. Love y'all. Hope you have a great day.